them up and throw them where some, wouldn't it?
They would.
They wouldn't believe it, like.
This is a jewel in the crown of the Shankill Road, St Matthew's Church of Ireland Church. There isn't another one like it in Europe, and what's unique about it is that it was built in the shape of a shamrock. It even has its own round tower.
When the ecclesiastical commissioners built it in 1872, they went to architects in Dublin who came up with this very self-consciously Celtic and Irish design based on the shamrock, you see, with the wee round tower over the main door.
Right in the middle of the Shankill.
Right in the middle of the Shankill, and still known as the Shamrock Church.
So would this be the original church?
There was an earlier church founded in 1839 by a man called Thomas Drew, who was rector of Christ Church. And this is it.
That's it.
A tiny church down between the graveyard and what is now the cooperative funeral parlour.
What about the Bolon stone? Is it still here?
It's still here, it's outside. Would you like to come and see it?
I would.
Well, Wayne, here it is, our Boulogne stone. Probably made by grinding meal, you see. Grinding meal over the centuries, and you grind a hole in the stone. Might have been used as an early Christian font, but there's no evidence of it.
So tell me this, does it still cure warts?
I wouldn't advise it.
Here we are at 31 Woodfield Road at the top of the Shankill. It's the birthplace of one of Ireland's famous artists, Frank McKelvey. He painted landscapes from all over the island, but never forgot his native Belfast. In its heyday, the Shankill housed over 70,000 people. They needed somewhere to relax, so an outdoor leisure centre was created, Woodvale Park. It opened its gates in 1892, and it was the first park in Belfast to have a ladies' toilet.
Hello, Wayne.
How you doing, Betty?
Nice
You all right?
to see you. Lovely. Welcome home.
Is that your grandkids playing over there?
It is indeed. It is indeed. We bring them down quite often to the park here, you know, when we're having them staying with us, because they really enjoy it. It's great. You know, when I was a little girl, my father used to bring us to the park every Sunday afternoon to feed the ducks, and that was the big thing. Of course, you know, where we're sitting now was the duck pond, and this was all water with the trees in the middle of it, and as soon as the bread hit the water, the ducks were out down. So, I mean, we were learning a lot about nature and things like that too, subconsciously.
What would your favourite memory be in the park?
My favourite memory?
As a little girl?
I think my very, very favourite memory would be the bandstand on a Wednesday night. And there we were brought up to listen to the bands, and we had some very famous bands from all around Belfast came, and it gave them a bit of a showing, and that's one thing that I really do miss.
Do you think they'll ever be back?
Well, it's hard to say, isn't it? I don't really know, Wayne, but wouldn't it be absolutely wonderful if it did?
Hello.
From the television, I know you very
You've been
well.
here a long time, haven't you?
Wayne McCullough.
72 years you've been here.
You're fit as a fiddle.
Just imagine. Oh,
This is great.
well, I don't think I'm too bad for 98.
You're one of the oldest residents about here, and you're one of the fittest.
That's right, yeah.
Well, I don't know now. I have no ambitions to reach the 100. But if it happens...
Oh, you'll be going strong.
Well, not
way
say a
past the
word.
100.
Not say a word. And how is the profession going on?
It's going good, going good.
That's good, that's good. It's lovely to meet a celebrity. That will make my
I
day.
feel like you're a celebrity at that age.
That's right, yeah.
We moved up here to Mackie's High Field in the early 70s to a bigger house and fresh mountain air. Highfield was a different world then. Today it's part of the greater Shankill, and in that sense it's still connected to the road. This is Paisley Park, and just over there is where I served my apprenticeship, the Albert Foundry Boxing Gym. Back then, being a world champion boxer was just a dream. Our move up the road to Highfield meant I'd be going to the nearest school. That was sparkling new Spring Hill Primary. I remember my first day like it was yesterday. Everybody in the classroom was crying except for me. That's my old playground. I used to play football on it every single day. How you doing, Mr. Andrews? You doing okay?
Welcome back, Will. Good to see
Still
you.
as big as ever. This is my old teacher. He's the funniest teacher in the school. I'm not just saying that because he's a big man. He used to have a serious face, but he cracked jokes every single day. Hello, P2.
So this is your old room.
My class.
This is your old seat here.
They still serve the milk? No bottles of milk?
Oh, no bottles anymore. Everything's in cartons now.
We're near the end of our journey. Here in the old Glencairn estate is the last remaining hint of pre-Christian settlement in the Shankill area. This is the site of the only rath or fort that can be seen today. Up here too, there's Fernhill House. If you want to find out anything about the social, military or cultural history of the Greater Shankill, then this is a place to visit, the People's Museum. And the man to talk to is Bobby Foster. He's a walking encyclopedia. So Bobby, this is the biggest collection of orange memorabilia in the world?
Well, this is the biggest collection in the world that covers the three loyal orders, the Orange Order, the Royal Black, the Apprentice Boys. It also has a bit to do with the women's side of the Orange Order and the kids' side. The banners along the walls are from various lodges. Some are no longer in existence. There's one down here that becomes the favourite of the public. It's the Andersonstown banner. It's the one that everybody wants to see, depicting Andersonstown village. 17 lodges in all, we believe, that came from in and around the Falls Road. Oh. There's not too many Shankill Road men would believe that.
They wouldn't.
But there you go.
And where did you get all this stuff from?
Well, people would have come in, and we used to have quite a small collection, and would have said to us, are you envisaging making it bigger? And it sort of grew from that. Sooner or later, they were down the back of their settees, they were in their sideboards, in their attics, you name it, they were pulling the stuff out, and it has landed here. We're hoping that one day we'll be able to bring in a Hibernians banner, and it'd be lovely to see the two sort of sitting side by side, you know, both ends of the culture looking at each other here on the Shankill Road. This is the military end, the historical military end of the Shankill Road, and this would have been the UVF. Come 1914 and the onset of the First World War, the UVF then became the 36th Ulster Division, and this is how they appeared on the 1st of July 1916, the Battle of Somme. 5,500 Ulstermen became casualties in 4 hours. This is the Shankill Hall of Fame. This is where the Shankill heroes of past and present reside. And I wonder would you do us the honour of saying in your panel, so when we bring kids here, they'll see the signature of one of their heroes.
Well, that's it. My Shankill from top to bottom. It's got good, decent people living life on a tough road that will one day return to normality and prosperity. And I'm proud to say I'm part of all this. What about you, Albert?
Well, I'll finish the wee poem for you. Here's how it goes. Now, we've travelled from the bottom to the top of the road, but we always should be thankful. No matter how near or far we've travelled, we still love to see this Shankill.
Albert, I gotta go. I gotta get a taxi. Okay, Albert, see you next time, okay? Take it easy.
Going where the weather suits my clothes.
That programme replaced the scheduled Sons of Ulster, which has been postponed. Another bit of Belfast explored tomorrow night at 10:45 as Frank Carson makes an emotional journey along Donegal Street. Next tonight on BBC One Northern Ireland, the challenges faced by children fighting cancer.